energy healer that is having trouble selling your programs, mentorships, courses, sessions, I had a conversation with one of my energy healer friends where she was asking my advice, and I told her that there was an energetic mismatch with her communications and her content creation and who she was trying to call into the program, because she was not fully embodying being an expert in her field. You can be an expert at any level, because there's always going to be somebody that doesn't know as much as you do, because you've just been in it longer and you have different tools and levels of awarenesses. But when you're speaking from a place of feeling unsure about yourself, people can feel that. Or what you're conveying to other people about the results and outcomes that you can help them achieve, it's very surface level, because you're trying to still pull in newbies, but you're too advanced for them. Like, they're not understanding what you're saying. Okay, it's kind of like when you start on your spiritual awakening journey and these people are talking about these woo-woo esoteric topics and you're like, what the heck? Like, I don't even understand the languaging that they're saying. Well, that's how people are kind of seeing you now, when you're still thinking that you can only pull in newbies. What I was explaining to her is, you are a master at your craft, and you are speaking to other masters. And that's fine. Like, masters need masters too. Like, you can be a student and a master, but like, they need somebody that's above them in consciousness to help them grow and evolve. And she kind of works in the realms of Akashic Record. Well, she does work in the realms of Akashic Records and in Celtic Reiki. And I was explaining, let's say that there's a scale of 1 to 100 for the Akashic Records. Okay, there are newbies who know 25%. And then there are masters that know 50%. Well, she's at 75%. So if she's trying to talk to the 25%, there's too much of a consciousness gap. You need to talk to the 50%. They are experts too, but you're just more of an advanced expert. So it's not really about changing the sales page. It's about changing your internal structure systems of, I am an expert, I know what I'm talking about, I understand these patterns and where they came from, and I am teaching you to see things on a bigger picture scale. What I was telling her, a lot of times people are trying to hear their intuition more clearly. They feel like their gifts are very sporadic, they're psychic and channeling. They just aren't trusting their own decisions that they're making. Those are kind of surface level things. We know as healers, up underneath that is imposter syndrome, people pleasing, masking, fear of being seen, overachieving, fear of failure, like more specific trauma wounds. Now we need to go a step even further back. Where do those things begin with? What happened in childhood or their young adult years, or ancestral or generational trauma that caused the trauma wounds that are causing those seemingly surface level issues? That is a master teacher. If you can show somebody the whole entire formula of what is happening in their life, you are an expert. Okay, that takes a high level of self-awareness and working through multiple trauma wounds over a vast number of years to be able to even see that that's what's happening, not only with one thing, but 15, 20, 30 things. Okay, and then be able to teach that to others, girl. Okay, that's where we need to have more confidence in self, and then that is going to magnetize the people that you're wanting to come in. Because if you're only thinking that you can attract newbies, there's a disconnect. They're disconnecting with you and you're disconnecting with them. But if you say, I'm an expert and you're an expert, but I can help you get to the next level, they feel a lot more confident in your skills, talents, and abilities. And they say, she is the one to get me there. And then your program starts selling. So this is going to take some awarenesses on our level of, am I already an expert? Am I ready to step into the next level of leadership? And if you're listening to this, I bet that that's you too. Okay? If you want some support with that on your journey of figuring out how to shift your internal energetics to teach other mentors and other experts, because you are ready to do that, that is something that I would absolutely love to support you with. I have mentorships of my own, private sessions. You can find those in my bio or in the comments. I love you so much, and you are ready.